Some bikes are made to ride, but this one is made to rule the road. When the engine of the Royal Enfield Classic 350 roars, every heartbeat sinks to its rhythm. This isn't just a motorcycle, it's a legend reborn, a timeless story of steel, soul, and sheer attitude. When you talk about class, power, and legacy, one name echoes louder than all others: Royal Enfield Classic 350. A motorcycle that doesn't just move you from one place to another, it moves your spirit. It's that kind of machine that turns every ride into a story worth telling. Whether you're cruising through narrow city streets or dominating long empty highways, the Classic 350 stands tall like a symbol of timeless charm and unstoppable strength. The moment you glance at it, you know it's not trying to be modern or futuristic, because it doesn't have to. The design speaks of heritage, of an era when motorcycles had a soul. The round halogen headlamp, the teardrop fuel tank with the Royal Enfield badge, and that chrome finish, they're not just features, they're emotions cast in metal. Every inch of the Classic 350 whispers one thing: respect me, I'm a legacy. Underneath this beauty lies a heart that beats strong, a 349cc single-cylinder air-oil-cooled engine tuned for smoothness and stability. The Classic 350 delivers 20.2 horsepower and 27 Nm of torque, and the way it transfers that power to the road feels effortless. It doesn't explode with aggression, it flows like a river, calm, confident, and controlled. The 5-speed gearbox shifts like butter, and every gear feels like a perfect blend between control and thrill. Whether you're in the city traffic or on a long-distance cruise, the engine stays composed, giving you that vintage Royal Enfield thump with a modern refined tone. And yes, that thump. The soul of every Enfield lies in that deep, rich exhaust note that feels like music for motorheads. When the Classic 350 breathes, everyone around listens. It's not noise, it's nostalgia wrapped in horsepower. It's a statement that says, this is not a trend, this is tradition. Now let's talk about comfort, because the Classic 350 isn't about speed alone, it's about experience. The new J-Series frame gives it impeccable balance and handling. It's lighter, stiffer, and smoother than the previous generation, which means even long rides feel less tiring. The telescopic front forks and twin rear shocks absorb road imperfections beautifully, making your ride butter smooth even on uneven roads. The seating position is upright and natural. No unnecessary bending, no back stress, just you, your bike, and the open road ahead. The dual-channel ABS with front and rear disc brakes ensures solid control, while the fuel injection system delivers consistent performance in every condition, hot or cold, mountain or desert. The bike feels alive and ready no matter where you take it. But the real magic of the Classic 350 lies in its details. The small things that most riders don't notice, but every Enfield lover appreciates. Like the metal body parts that give it that authentic weight and toughness, not the cheap plastic most bikes use today. Or the chrome mirrors and spoked wheels that remind you of the golden age of motorcycles. Even the instrument cluster, though classic in style, hides a touch of modernity, an analog speedometer combined with a small digital display for trip, fuel, and time. It's heritage meeting technology in perfect balance. Now let's talk numbers, because power without affordability means nothing. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 starts around 1.93 lakh rupees ex-showroom, India, and goes up depending on the variant, from Halcyon, Reddish, Signals, and Dark Stealth Black to the Chrome Edition. Each variant brings a unique personality. Whether you want simplicity or something that turns heads instantly. In terms of mileage, it offers around 35 km per liter, which is surprisingly efficient for a 350cc machine of its size and build. The 13-liter fuel tank gives you the freedom to go on long journeys without constant fuel stops, because Enfield riders don't just ride, they explore. But here's where things get interesting. Hidden inside the Classic 350 are a few features that only true enthusiasts recognize. First, the counterbalanced engine shaft. It reduces vibration drastically compared to older models, giving you that smooth and refined feel even at higher speeds. Second, the improved clutch system, softer, lighter, and far more responsive, making the ride easier for both beginners and experienced riders. And third, the hidden USB port under the handlebar area. Yes, the Classic now carries a small touch of practicality in its vintage shell. Charge your phone on the go without spoiling the bike's aesthetic appeal. It's these small yet meaningful details that transform the Classic 350 from just a motorcycle into a daily companion. You start feeling attached to it, like it understands your mood. Some days you want to roar through the wind, it listens. Some days you just want to take it slow, it rides with you in silence. It becomes part of your identity. And that's the reason why Royal Enfield Classic 350 continues to dominate hearts, even decades after its first appearance. In an era when bikes are getting more digital, more flashy, and more robotic, the Classic remains raw and real. It doesn't try to impress you with gadgets, it wins you with character. It's not the fastest or the lightest, but it's definitely one of the most soulful rides you'll ever experience. When you ride the Classic 350, people don't just see a rider, they see a story. They see heritage rolling on two wheels, echoing through every corner of the street. From the soldier on duty to the modern-day explorer, from the old-school rider to the new generation biker, everyone has a connection with this icon. So if you're someone who believes that bikes aren't just machines but memories on wheels, the Royal Enfield Classic 350 isn't just your choice, it's your destiny. It's the kind of motorcycle that doesn't age, it matures. The kind that doesn't scream attention, it earns it. Every time you kickstart it, you're not just starting an engine, you're awakening history. Every mile you ride, you're writing your own chapter in a story that began long before you and will continue long after. Because legends never fade, they just evolve. The Royal Enfield Classic 350, made like a gun, goes like a legend.